Welcome to Character Select. My name is Dave, and this is Phantom Doctrine. I've already played this as kind of a one-shot thing on the channel before, doing the Russian campaign. But I had a lot going on at that time, and I didn't want to start a new series. I just wanted to kind of do it as a testing thing. It turns out, apparently, a lot of people have not done the CIA storyline, which is cool because the CIA storyline references things that I've never seen, or that I have knowledge of in terms of history, because I'm a history buff. That's whatever. But we're gonna play this. I don't know how far we're gonna get. Like, as I said the last time, this game is still really hard, and I honestly haven't played it since that last time I recorded. But we're still gonna play on easy. We are going to be a male CIA agent. Let's see if we can find a likeness here. It's not bad. I usually play a female agent because, you know, why wouldn't you? That's not bad either. We'll go with this guy. Close enough. Real name, David Boudreaux. And we're going to be Agent Deadpan. Alright, so let's make this look good. I am a pale, pasty son of a bitch, which we will go with... No, too thin. That works. Face preset Dave. Of course it works. Obviously. I am definitely not athletic. Stocky is kind of not appropriate, though. We'll go with average. Hair. Slicked back? Nah. Wait, can I can. Pale. Thank you. That might not work, actually. Too ruddy. The one thing I don't like about this game is the fact that there's not too many options for character creation. I'm just looking at the shapes here. I'm trying to find the right one. No, that's not gonna work. I'm a pasty motherfucker. Cool. I technically have hazel eyes, but we'll go with brown. We'll say I'm wearing contacts. Hair. What do we got? Bogart's pretty accurate. I don't have a full beard. I have 5 o'clock shadow. That is not a 5 o'clock shadow. If that's your 5 o'clock shadow, you have, like, super hair growth. Holy shit. My hair is actually a dark brown. And my facial hair is actually a red. Close enough. Super white. Alright, clothes. Jean jackets are not in style, man. I do look good in a tie, I'm not gonna lie. But none of these are really appropriate. Polo and leather is actually what I wear most of the time. We'll go with a turtleneck and shirt. Make the shirt white. Cool. Formal pants. Nope. If we're going to be a tactical agent, we're going to wear cargos. Black. Put on some gloves. Get us some cool boots. I don't wear hats, but I will put on a earpiece. Cool. I don't have a tattoo. USSR Patriot. Are you an American agent? Shh. Alright. You know what? Close enough for government work. No, it's not. I'm gonna go with black. Cool. My hair is actually super dark brown. I know you can't see it in this light, but... The events you are about to see may have been buried or covered up. Those with traceable records have been marked with the specific date they occurred on. Verify at your own risk, but trust no one. So we've seen this. We're going to do the tutorial again because the tutorial does still have, you know, implications. But we are going to let you guys skip through all the stuff except for the one line in this that's different, and it's almost right at the beginning. So, Jim, if you would do me the favor of skipping to that line.
Who is this agent Deadpan your file spoke about?
The latest CIA washout. Could be dangerous.
I sincerely doubt that.
Thank you, Jim. And now skip to the end. And we're done. Cool. Alright, now we're back to it. Unsanctioned raid Whitefish. We arrived in Pakistan to check up on their alleged nuclear program. We entered the mission area in disguise, but it isn't foolproof. Keep clear of high-ranking Pakistani troops. Do not engage unless they fire first. Confirm the existence of the fission device, then evacuate before they even know we were there. 6 weeks earlier. If you remember this, the KGB mission happens 6 weeks later.
You really think this Pakistani nuclear program is legit?
Leslie's usually right about these things.
Really? Shit. I bet him $10 it wasn't.
You're a hopeless dreamer, Bolt.
Kirana Hills Air Force Base, Pakistan, March 11th, 1983, local time 0030.
Found a nice landing spot. I'll wait here until you call for evac.
Good. Keep the comms to a minimum. Our disguise is pretty thin as it is.
What if Leslie calls?
I don't think he'll be joining us on this one. He's on the move.
So the first thing to do is always not go towards your objective because there's stuff to grab. So you start off this mission as Agent Deadpan. Deadpan is always your name. But you have Canasta and Durand. Canasta is a pretty experienced SMG fighter, and Durand is a pretty experienced LMG fighter. So it gives you quite a bit of ability. Alright, we're gonna have... I'm just gonna move into the facility here. Sorry, don't mind me. Hey, how's it going, buddy? Alright, see ya.
What the?
Hey, a bulletproof vest is actually great. It's frosted frosted flakes delicious. So, a little bit about the Pakistani nuclear program. There's actually a treaty called the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, which basically says that countries will not disseminate nuclear weapons or materials that can be used to construct nuclear weapons. It was a relatively new thing in like the late 70s, early 80s, and Pakistan was not a signer because before the NPT, Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, was created, India had had nukes.
There's definitely something valuable in here.
Get rid of them before you stroll through one.
And Pakistan and India, for those who don't know, are historically not the best of friends. So Pakistan, recognizing that India was actually and legitimately to them a threat, especially with nuclear weapons, secretly developed their own nuclear weapons in violation of the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty. And that's what we're actually here to confirm, is their first test of a fissile material. Hello. Cool. Durand, let's go over here. But yes, this is an actual thing that happened. I don't know that people actually infiltrated the nuclear test site. They probably didn't need to. National Technical Means, also known as... I'm going to knock you out, actually. Also known as spy satellites, probably confirmed the existence of the Pakistani nuclear program without actually having to send anybody in there. But it's a nice little connection to the history of this game, and at least in the CIA campaign, that is common. I can't take you down because I don't have enough awareness. God damn it. Wait, do I not? I could have sworn that I did. No, but... not enough awareness, okay. But I can use my focus ability. Open the door. Also, it's interesting that when it comes to collecting classified documents, you never actually want to take them. Taking them is actually the worst thing that you can do, because then somebody realizes they're missing. If you want classified documents, picture them. Take a photo. If you want to infiltrate a place and you don't want anybody to know that you were ever there, you have to make sure that everything is exactly the same as you left it. Easier said than done. There's one of the things that spies use are called telltales.
I'm here.
Where... Alright. Knock out. Thank you. A telltale is a little thing that you leave that is hard for people to recognize as like a tripwire or an indication that they've been there, but easy for you once you know that it is there. It could be something as simple as... Oop. Something's gonna happen here. Hey, Leslie.
A lot of background noise. What's up?
Nothing. Lost the tail by hopping on $1 million yacht. No big deal.
Well, we're looking for the reactor. No luck. Traces everywhere, though.
It's there, guaranteed. Keep looking.
Down you go. Ow. Problem with sitting for long periods of time is that I don't sit properly and I hurt my butt. But yeah, so telltales are something like I'm gonna have don't pick up agent.
Okay.
You dispose of body. A telltale is something like you leave a hair on a door frame so that if that door is open and the hair is no longer there, then you know that somebody's been there. Incredibly minor things like that. So an experienced spy will know all of those telltales and have multiple ones set up, so that even just finding out where they live and getting access to their stuff is going to tell them that somebody's following them. Spying and espionage is incredibly interesting to me. I love reading stories about like real life spy tricks, and for the most part they're super boring because you don't want anything to happen when you're spying. Spying is a job that if something happens and it becomes public or loud, you've messed up badly. So the best stories are the ones that have never been told because nobody needs to tell them, or nobody even knows to tell them. It's probably why I play a lot of games that are based on spy thrillers, like Alpha Protocol, like Phantom Doctrine, like Gunpoint, because all this stuff, like the idea of being a ghost and getting things done without anybody knowing, is super interesting to me. Alright. That looks like a reactor. Is that a reactor? Donk. Donk. A donk. There we go.
Leslie, Old totally owes you $10. We've got a reactor and what looks like a fission device.
Then the test is imminent. Get out of there, now.
Copy. We'll save some legwork if we jump over the wall from the roof here. Bolt?
I heard you. Activate your beacon now. I'll meet you at the LZ.
So we're not actually going to call for evac yet. It's not. There's something else we got to do first. I've done this mission a lot. This mission actually bugged out when I first played it. I wasn't able to complete it. They fixed that bug since then, but yeah, I've done this mission a lot because you always have to do this mission whenever you start a new game. And I've started a new game quite a few times because this is one of those games you can get really far into the game, mess up, and it completely derails the rest of your experience. Oh, boy.
Christmas.
Deadpan, come in.
We're alive, Leslie.
Oh, good. All I had was static there for a minute. What happened?
The test. It didn't blow us to pieces.
Cold test then. No fissile material. But they have the technology.
So basically, the way to test a nuke is to build a nuke and then don't put the actual plutonium in the center. A nuke is actually really interesting explosive. It's got a core of plutonium, and it's got shape charges all around it in a circle. The shape charges are centered inwards, so that the bomb goes boom and crushes the plutonium to an extremely small size, which then causes a critical reaction and a runaway nuclear reaction that then goes completely out of control and explodes. The fact that people have had to figure that shit out. Die.
Be careful. I have to do a ton of paperwork if you die.
I almost believed you were worried about us. Yeah?
So you have to breach this room in order to get the last document. You don't need to get this document, but, you know, it's an optional objective, so yeah, actually you kind of do. Now we will call for evac, because I think it takes 4 turns? Yeah. Ba-na-na-na. But yeah, this is a game. This is a game about being a special actions team as opposed to being a spy. There's still spy work. We've seen some of it in the other video, but it's mostly about applying force when discretion and subtlety has failed, which is kind of cool, but that's not really how spy work works. If you have to apply force, then you've already failed in your objective.
Let's cook it.
Do. Wetworks, yes. Thank you, chat, Twitch chat. Wetworks is another very good word for it. Wetworks hasn't been... Wetworks is the concept of doing bloody work. It's wetworks because it makes your hands wet with blood. It fell out of favor for a long time because it gets in the way of actual intelligence work. I don't know how it is these days, but I mean, you could argue that wetwork is back in just a different form. But that's a whole discussion for another time. It's another reason I really like the Cold War era spy works, because the Cold War was almost freaking civilized in terms of how spy work or spy actions occurred. It was two superpowers working against each other, trying to find each other's secrets, and you know, succeeding, failing, whatever. One of the most impressive things that came out of the most recent... Hey, buddy. That came out of the most recent era in the last 5 years is the discovery of an entire Soviet spy ring of sleeper agents that have been in country for decades and were ousted and declared persona non grata and kicked out of the country. That was amazing. But even modern day... Do I have enough for this? No, he's gonna dodge. Even modern day spying is still going on. I mean, just think about the whole Robert Hansen spy ring thing that happened in the early 2000s, where one of the top guys in the FBI was a Russian agent for tens of years.
I accept.
Ba-ba-boom. Still not enough, though. I don't want to kill... Oh. I totally want to kill somebody. There we go. He did. Evac is next turn, and we're in good position to get the hell out of here. How's it going, buddy? Hey, miss me. Miss me, miss me, now you gotta kill. Helicopter.
Hey,
Just enough. I keep forgetting that Canasta can't move that far. I'm just gonna hold on to this with my upper body strength, and oh god, this hurts so much! We got all the equipment and all the documents. Excellent. Leslie, my mentor, asked me to investigate rumors of nuclear research in Pakistan. During our incursion, we witnessed a cold test of a fission device, which means the Pakistani are at most months away from gaining nuclear capability. Someone had to sell them the technology. So we're not terribly concerned about the fact that Pakistan has a nuke, or is about to get a nuke. We want to know who gave them the ability to get a nuke. Okay, so we got a bulletproof vest, which is sweet. Compact follower is basically a magazine. Something. I'm not exactly sure how this works. And a couple of 38s, which are better than the French DAOs that we start with. New secret file, Valhalla's writings. Duran's body engineer talent revealed, and we got a manufacturing blueprint for smoke grenades. I'm wounded, but I only took 2 damage, so it's probably not that big a deal.
Vendor's on the line.
someone must have told him about our little trip. Put him through.
Agent Deadpan, I regret to inform you an inspection of your operations is imminent.
Why is that?
Hard to be sure, but my money is on the allegations of an unsanctioned operation in Pakistan.
I literally have no idea what you're talking about.
Leslie isn't your handler anymore. I am. Keep ignoring that, and you'll lose the squad. Fender out.
Unsanctioned anythings are bad. An agent will be disavowed and left to rot if they do something that their country has not given them the authorization to do. Because they're an asset, they're rogue, and it affects geopolitical relationships. Don't do it! Alright. And no, Rob Dav in chat, Valhalla was not a German spy thing. You're thinking of Valkyrie. Alright, so let's go to the crew quarters first. Yes, I know about equipping agents, all that stuff. We have new trainings, but we don't really have any good trainings. But Canasta can get a new perk, which is going to be Martial Artist, because that's really good. Decreases the awareness cost of a takedown. I also got a perk. So you always start with the crafting talent, which is faster crafting, and the recon talent, which is bonus experience for recon jobs, and loyal. Loyal and impervious to enemy influence means that you can't be brainwashed, which comes up later. And the main character is always loyal, obviously. Damage threshold, HP recovery and hideout, maximum hit points. We're going to go with damage threshold, because that's actually pretty good. You are good, you're good, you're good, you're good, you're good. Okay. Faster body engineering. We can't hire anybody yet. Wait, can we seriously not hire anybody? Wow, we haven't unlocked any agents. Alright. Who goes where and when? Enemy agents are conducting operations with more or less dire consequences. Your job is to find them, assess the danger, etc., etc. We've seen all this. More importantly, no, I don't need to do this. Okay, so... A car nearly struck me today. All my planning, my careful manipulation of intelligence communities on both sides of the Iron Curtain, my brainwashing of blank, nearly undone by a careless driver. Uncomfortable as it is, I must plan for my death, accidental or otherwise. If Iceberg fails, or if Moby Dick comes for me, if I die, I need to take the Cold War with me. Jesus. Nuclear deterrence is an illusion, not because we are unable to prevent humanity from launching the nukes deliberately. After all, the complex owns top brass of all nuclear powers, and can foil whatever splinter group or rogue faction like the recent problems with Blank or their partners Stealth Smokers back in 81 emerges from the woodwork, but there's still a small, albeit very real probability that war is triggered accidentally. And Complex doesn't know probability as evidenced by the esteblishment of my esteemed colleague selected for the meeting. So, Don't really care about what he's talking about here, but he identifies Moby Dick and Stealth Smoker, so we need to find out who the hell those guys are. Lampster, we followed Conquistador. Those are the only two things there. Stealth Smokers, there's a connection right there. That looks like an umbrella gun. Interesting. That was actually used in like 2011 to kill a dude. Those cable tapping operations run by AT Triad Group were a mistake. I'm getting weekly alerts from multiple sources alerting me to this activity. What about Sea Lion and Company? AT Triad Group. I'm guessing that that's not Stealth Smokers. I think that's a red herring. But, and Antioquia Cartel connects there. Conquistador connects there, and Sea Lion connects there, but we don't know what Keystone is yet. So a few blanks in that intel, but let's see here. I know. The infirmary, I will be good in like a day, not even that. So the first thing and the most important thing you can upgrade is develop the Forger facility. Oh my god, develop the Forger facility. It gets you more money. It lets you customize characters. It lets you forge new identities. Very important. Analytics we've already done. We don't need to move the hideout. We're not actually allowed to yet. Yes, I know. Suspicious activity. We will send Obituary there. Oh. And for the record, once you have the Forger facility, you can rename characters and their code names and remake how you want them to look. So guess what? If you leave a comment down below, I will bring you on as an agent if you want to be a soldier. Oh, shoot. This is actually a thing. I could interrupt the operation, or I could just do a straight-up assault. I'm actually going to interrupt, because I can't do tactical recon yet. We will send... Hold on. Does anybody have relevant experience? Sabotage. Nope. Okay. Baghdad and Durant. Go. Do-do-do.
This might be bad timing, but you have a package from Leslie in operations.
Pause. That was some first-rate espionage work. I'm talking about mine, of course. Since my intel proved so accurate, I must assume the rest of it is worth checking out as well. I need another favor. Find the man called Aguirre. He's neck-deep in this. Also, he's an asshole. Dossier attached. So we got a new file. Name, Jerry Melendez, known aliases, Aguirre, born in Arecibo, Puerto Rico, blah, blah, blah. Appears for the first time in DEA records as a local enforcer for blank in Miami. DEA runs surveillance under Chilean reps file and confirms that he's making money on the side as a talent hunter for several brothels. Evidence of multiple sexual assaults, blah, blah, blah. Arrested by DEA during Operation Tiburon. Officially enrolled as volunteer with Good Samaritans of America, citing in various Middle Eastern nations suspected continued smuggling actions. So now we need to find out who the hell Chilean Reps is, because that's who he's working for. And that'll help us find out who... Oh, nope, we got a bunch of shit going on here. Send. Oh, and we built the Forger facility, so now... We could get the optimized printing press, and that'll be important later, but the tactical recon equipment is much more important. It lets us scout things out first. And I really would like to have somebody getting me money, but I can't afford it right now, so... We track down Aguirre. Officially, he coordinates maritime transports for a charity called the Good Samaritans of America. Unofficially... That's what we need to find out. We just need to wait until he makes a suspicious move and follow him to destination. And this is a lot of what spy work is. It's not necessarily finding out the who, the why, the how, the where, the when. It's just finding out who and the when, and maybe that'll help you out. But it's not easy. Chilean reps, Jetstream, Control Group. CC. Okay. So CC connects here. Chilean reps connects here. That's all we've got so far. Okay. We need to tail Aguirre, and we need 3 agents to do it, which we don't have at the moment. It'll be important to do that, but not yet. Go back to base. Back to base. Back to base. And now we will develop the... wait, hold on. Never get analytics expansion. Always do the stuff yourself. Because the only thing that adding somebody to an investigation board job slot does is they make those connections for you. Do it yourself. It saves you time, money, and an agent. More hideout candidates revealed on the world map is helpful. 1 more inventory slot increases the agent limit. More cash is going to help us out. And this is really expensive to do all this at the beginning, but you have the money to do it. You might as well do it now because you won't have the money later. Genie. Alright, that operation is going to be disrupted. Ooh, he gets a new perk. Okay. We need to send Fixer, Zenith, Durand, Canasta. Go. And crew quarters. Durand has a new perk. Bonus XP for missions. Decreases awareness cost of dodging. Increases critical time or agent takes longer to bleed out. We're going to go with Dancer because awareness cost of dodging means that he might be able to dodge more often, which will be very helpful. Ooh, and I don't need all of you here. Tail Aguirre, please. Port Said. Head back to base. You don't generally want to bring people back to base all the time. It's actually kind of a bad idea, but we have such a small operating area right now that it's not actually going to hurt us. So I'm okay with doing it for now. And then crew quarters expansion. Oh, and Genie. You're Belgian. Okay. Start forging me some money. Thank you. Which means I can no longer send them out on jobs. Oh, more stuff going on. Jesus Christ. Aguirre drove for several hours and crossed into the border into Syria unhindered. The border patrol must have been paid off. Our agent finally tracked him to a ruined public library in a Syrian ghost town where Aguirre set up camp. We have new intel for his dossier. Between Pearl Diver and Mr. Gray, Wisecracker, IRA. The actual context of what's being said is not important. This doesn't connect to anything yet. What else we got? Cardinal. Boathouse. All we got in that one. Cardinal and Boathouse. Antioquia Cartel. Boathouse. Control Group. Really? Interesting. Oh, new agent candidate. Fastball. Alright, so we've got this here. Mainsail. Two and two Mesoamerican Hill Residence. Well Bottom, Lizardmen. Aldrich Ames. Aldrich Ames, if you don't recognize the name, Aldrich Ames is one of the biggest and most destructive spies against the U.S. that ever was. Lamster, El Naumenko, Lovely Rita, cool. Once you learn how to read these, it's actually not hard to read them. So, what do we got? Mainsail, Lovely Rita goes over here. Keystone goes over here. So we're trying to figure out who Moby Dick is and Stealth Smokers. Did I cover anything up? No. Okay, and we have all of the intel. Intel collected 11 of 11. So we should be able to figure this out. Angry Line. Apparently Moby Dick is Aldrich Ames. If Iceberg fails or Moby Dick comes for me. So Aldrich Ames. El Naumenko goes over here. Wine Taster. Nope. Half Dome Wine Taster. I think this is a superfluous thing. Nope. Wine Taster actually goes over here. Interesting. It does have a connection. Lamster goes here. Abaddon doesn't go anywhere. Lizardmen Hill Residence. Mainsail Well Bottom. I don't have anything else that connects to Abaddon. But that's the only thing that connects to Stealth Smokers, so that's interesting. It's not supposed to do that. Did I get fucked? I think I got fucked. Because I don't have any other connections that I can make. Unless I missed something? Let me guess. Go right back there. I think I am screwed because this doesn't connect to anything, so I think this is actually a red herring, and I don't think this is supposed to be here. Interesting. I might have bugged out the game. Oh, wait, no. Sorry, there's one more piece of intel. Damn it. Bing. Tie knots. And Stealth Smokers is the IRA. New agent candidate, and Jeannie has special firearms talent. Cool. Wow, that almost fucked me over. We need to stake out the cells, so let's send some agents. And I don't have anybody that I can send there. But first, what we need to do is go to crew quarters and hire people. Hiring people is dangerous, but it's always a good idea to have more people than not enough people, because as you can see, we're already reaching the limits of what we can do. This guy is a former Navy SEAL. This guy is a former Savak agent. Interesting. And this guy is a girl is a Yakuza. Which means you have proficiency with the MAC-10 for some reason. Okay. Beginning agents always suck. Yes, I know. More danger, please. But beginning agents are also useful because they give you more options on the world map. Like, get out there. Also, hiring agents is super dangerous because I think I mentioned this in the first video. The danger icon is, or the danger meter is how close you are to being attacked. The closer you are to being attacked or having a raid, the more likely it is that you will have to move on. Really? Another fucking... God damn it. I need 2 people to do this. Never mind. Okay. I also want to send somebody here to protect my informer so they can give me cool stuff. Odessa, travel. Okay, hideout candidate. And I need from Bopal. Okay. That's expensive as shit. Okay, but I need to get an upgrade to get more here, but I can't really do it at the moment, so it's just straight up not available. You definitely want to stop this because you don't want your danger meter to go up more than you can. More than it has to. Alright. I've just returned from a meeting in Alma Mater, which the generals accused me of being overly ambitious and too restrained. Blah, blah, blah. How long before the early warning system in Tunguska Crater malfunctions? Don't think they're actually talking about the Tunguska Crater. Alright. Okay, here's the important thing. You weren't followed, old man? On a plane? Cut me some slack. Sorry, I'm pretty sure some punks were sniffing around my safe house a couple days back. Random. No one has a goddamn clue about our gig here. Yeah. So why do you want to meet? Just to say goodbye. The blank is sending me to blank. What? Seriously? That sucks, man. Only for you, Jerry. In fact, I'll be keeping an eye on Project Iceberg now. And I'm actually going somewhere nice and tropical for a change, you dick. Being a chuck wagon bigwig has its perks. What about me? Just carry on. Your only major concern now is Operation Walter Poon. Well, I've got this covered already. Then you can go back to doing nothing. Take care. Whatever. So we need to find out what the hell chuck wagon is, because that's who he's actually working for. Boop. Transcript from device theta x deep ocean Crusoe. USDOD, Deep Ocean. Let's see what else we got here. Bonafide Pope in reply to your recent memo. Congregation, Division 9, Boathouse. Wildfire, Paradise Lost Pullman, Man in Sophia, Broadsword Congregation, which goes here. That goes here. And this goes here. This is unnecessary. We already have the connection we need. Lovely Rita. Dr. Robert. That's all we got there. Boop. Chuckwagon is the Department of Defense, which is scary.
Tell me you got something good for me.
You bet. McGuire met with some DOD bigwig. They talked about Project Iceberg.
Iceberg comes up in my reports as well. It must be important. Anything else?
Well, they're also running an op called Walter Poon.
Shit, that's not good. Walter Poon is one of the fake names I used back in Hong Kong.
Uh-oh.
Actually, I need you at the U.S. Embassy in Beirut. I've got killer stuff to show you.
You're in Beirut?
Yeah, just arrived. Look, I gotta go get some.
Leslie. Leslie! What the fuck just happened?
Good Shepherd. Oxcart, Aruba Bay, tie knots, dividend, that's all we got there. Monoxides, Baikonur, Slick Venom, boop, Gdansk. This connects to Jet Set. Dublin. Oxcart. Mainsail is nothing. This is from another one. Oh, look, mainsail. Sweet. Tie knots. Seventh wave. Nothing actually connects to this file yet. We just know that these are connections that could be made. Alright, let's find out what the fuck happened to Leslie, shall we? Deadpan and Deadpan. Start job. In April of 1983, the U.S. Embassy in Beirut was bombed by radical Islamists.
So many dead, just to kill one man.
Or
You
were
don't
they?
mean
Operation Walter Poon, Bolt. You're looking at it.
all this just to get Leslie? Come on.
He had vital intel about the nuclear ring, and more. And this only proves how important it is.
Well, whatever he had, it's gone now.
If I know Leslie, he planned for this.
Maybe he had the intel in a false tooth. Holy shit. You think he hid intel in a false tooth?
If we're lucky, we can pick it up in the morgue.
No wonder you two got along. You're both clinically paranoid.
The U.S. Embassy in Beirut has been attacked by suicide bombers, and Leslie was among the victims. If we want to recover his intel, we need to extract it from a microfilm he presumably hid in a hollowed-out tooth. So that actually happened in 1983, on April 11th, 1983. I'm not sure if it was actually radical Islamists, but it was definitely a bad time. Nobody was happy about it except, some people in the Middle East. Oh, shit, I don't have time to do tactical recon now. Frick. I still got some time before that actually activates. Boop. Alright, we're going to tactically assault this place. I only have 2 people that are available, so you only have a distract available if your character speaks the language. If they don't speak the language, then they can't distract. I'm going to remove you. Who am I going to bring? You're armed with a 38? That's terrible. Okay, so you're a Sala, which means you have proficiencies with an 8K, which I don't have. You're SAS somehow? You're way too big to be SAS. No offense, but damn. Fastball is M10, which I don't have any of. Savak is RP4, which I don't have any of. He's good with the VZ or the Sparrow. I'm going to give myself a pistol. Canasta's good with the Estrella, so I might bring her on the mission. Ideally, I'm not actually going to get into a fight. Ideally. Assign. Okay. But she has a distract available as well. You can't use disguises if you haven't completed tactical recon. That's why you want to build the tactical recon facility as soon as possible. But as you can see, this gun is very clearly an M14 with a folding stock instead of a regular stock, even though it's called a BM. And the Estrella is actually... it almost looks like an early Heckler and Koch design. So, that's kind of interesting. Enemy operative is conducting reconnaissance, trying to locate our headquarters, allowing them to continue to put our operations in jeopardy. Make sure the agent never reports back. If possible, capture the trespasser for interrogation. So we gotta kill him or capture him. On normal difficulty, capturing people is very, very difficult. Your HP has to be at least 1 point higher than their HP. And that gets very difficult very quickly. So he's on the second floor here. Okay, yeah, we'll start here. We're going to try and do this as a direct shot mission, just get in, get out. Really? BN made a model of the M14 with tactical attachments like a folding stock. I did not know that. That is actually interesting to me. BN, not BN.
Enemy operative. Eliminate or capture. Keep it quiet, if possible.
So we're not actually trespassing if you just kind of walk in. There's a camera there, but it's not actually that big a deal. But that door is locked. I can't get in that way. Alright, Canasta, head over there. Generally speaking, you always try to... characters, or the missions always try to have you either outnumber your expected enemies 2 to 1, which means in this case there's 1 enemy operative, so I have 2 agents, or it... open the door, please. Or it just gives you the most agents it can, which is 6. But more agents is actually more hectic because it means that the mission is going to be tougher. Also, I love that saxophone. It's so good. Trumpet? Nah, it might actually be a trumpet.
Yeah?
No, actually, now that I think about it, I think it's a saxophone. We're still not trespassing here? Are you sure? Alright, I'll take it. Hello? This is why I should have made lockpicks, so I could just pop that door and get in here really quick. So yeah, I can wander around here all I want. Nobody's gonna bother me.
I'm here.
I trust this is important.
Not really, Canasta. Boop, 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 ba-doop, boop, 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 boop. Just slowly walk over, I guess. Hello? That's trespassing. Okay.
What's cooking?
Nothing but delicious popcorn, my good man. Well, now I need to knock you out. Good job. Bonk.
I trust this is important. Affirmative.
Get rid of that body, please. Because if somebody sees you wander into a trespass or a restricted area, then they sound the alarm. So no witnesses means
Yeah.
bodies for days. But hilariously, somebody could walk right by here, look directly at me, and be like, well, he's on the other side of the door, so I guess it's fine. So, I mean, there's limitations to the AI in this game, but it's still a really good game. I really like it. Now we're trespassing. Ooh, secret document. That's why I opened the door. We're not actually going to try and get all the secret stuff here. If I happen to run across it, I'll grab it, but for the most part, I'm trying to do this get in, get out in infiltration mode. So we'll see how we do.
I read you.
There's also only 2 confidential docs in this mission anyway, so not a big deal. Hup, 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 hup. Can't see up there. That's actually kind of concerning. Hello? Pointmen can wreak havoc to your awareness with their flashbangs. You're gonna go over there, huh? I really wish I could see if there were stairs here, but I can kind of make out some outlines. Doesn't look like it, so let's just close this door. Cool. If I get spotted here, I'm going to be really mad. Okay. Dun, dun. One of the comments in Twitch chat is, I can only imagine what spying is like now with cameras everywhere and keycards. It's mostly digital. Things that you had to physically go in and find before are now stored on computers. So it's less about physically getting into a place and more about compromising the people. It's social engineering, which is actually super interesting. But also dangerous, because that leaves a signature. Alright, so the point man is down there. That's bad. Kind of want to know what's in this room. This could be a bad idea. But it wasn't. There's just nobody in there. Okay, so that's actually good. Let's go around. Because the point man can see up to the second floor from in there, so let's just avoid the point man entirely and go the long way around. Keep sliding down on my seat. It's bad news. It's bad news bears. Ooh, I just got cold because it's cold. It's winter time. Doesn't look like there's anybody over here, so charge right on through. Hello? Alright, agent is in the other room. Still no classified docs or gear, though. Gear is some of the most useful stuff that you can get because it means new weapons, new gadgets that you can use, stuff like that. But we're not running into any here, and it's kind of driving me nuts. There might be some in the room that he's in. But there's actually 3 floors to this place, so there just might not be any gear here. Or any gear on the first 2 floors, which means we're not going to get it.
What's cooking?
Are you fucking kidding me? His door is locked? Son of bitch. Sorry. Oh, and there's gear right there, too. Hi. So this is Agent... No, Agent Monitor.
Uh-huh.
So the important thing is, whenever you come across an enemy agent, always kill them if you cannot capture them. Don't turn, don't turn, don't turn. Doesn't see anything, thank God. But it's always more important to take an agent off the playing field than it is to potentially let them escape and leave them alive. Bonk.
Mission target incapacitated.
Copy, team.
I can't get around there because of the cameras. And there's no way to get around that camera. So I literally can't get this gear without setting off the alarm. That sucks.
What's cooking?
I can't get you without setting off an alarm. Doesn't matter if you take them out right away. If they see you, then they raise an alarm before they get struck. So, wait, isn't that gonna... It isn't. Ooh. Point man's going down. Do, 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 do. Now, because I'm still in infiltration, I can call an evacuation whenever I want, and it will not be compromised unless I actually get into a battle. But because I don't know what it's going to be like when I get out, until I get out of here, it's not worth calling the evacuation until I'm closer to where it's going to be, because they're back at the frickin' entrances. Except that one. That's mostly a cleared area. There's a camera there. There's a camera there. But I can break through those windows, so...
Extraction order confirmed.
Do, 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 do. Whee!
What's cooking?
I want this gear. What's in here? A B-76. Which I think is a submachine gun? I could be wrong. We shall find out shortly. At least I got a classified document and some gear out of it. Okay, still nobody here. Good. Go forward, clear the area.
I trust this is important.
It's all important, Canasta. I honestly can't tell what that instrument is, and it's driving me nuts. Motherfucker, I can't get through those windows. There's a door here, but I don't know if I can get past the fucking... Oh my god, this could be bad. This could be a bad time, said Fat Albert. I don't know why Fat Albert is here. Let's just pretend that's not a thing that happened. Is that not an actual door? What the... It's totally a door. I could pass through it. Okay. The problem is, if the camera sees me carrying a body, it's suspicious anyway and the alarm still gets activated. Also, a dude right there. What's up?
What's cooking?
What are you? An Iraqi soldier. Yeah, see, it's right there, and there's no way around that. I don't know where the camera controls are to shut them off. Oh, that's bad. Oh, and there's a camera right there, too. We're gonna have to go loud. Alright, let's take this guy out, then.
Why not?
Bonk.
My skills are at your disposal.
See, I'm gonna get detected no matter what. Shit. It's not actually the worst thing in the world. As long as you can get to the evac before the timer runs out, then it doesn't matter that you're spotted. It just means that you're in danger. And there's always the chance that you could get, you know, fucking shot. Civilian, no! And I can't get to the evac point on this turn, so that's going to be bad. So I'm going to actually have you run over here to this cover. Good news is there doesn't seem to be anybody in this area, so we should be able to evac without too many problems. It's probably going to mean that we get some heat, though. Yes, I agree. Please, don't shoot me, I think. Anybody speak Farsi? Is that Farsi? How sad is it? I don't actually know what the official language of friggin' Iraq is. Alright, we're good. So we got him and nobody really saw anything.
Jacob Organist, we're done.
Alright, so officially Aguirre is running operations for an American charity in the Middle East. In fact, this is a perfect cover for a smuggling ring. We followed the men to a remote location in Syria where we met with an unknown American. We have a transcript of their conversation. If we're lucky, we can identify the visitor and blow the lid off the scam. Our investigator revealed that the mysterious visitor to Aguirre's cozy hideout in Syria is an employee of the U.S. Department of Defense. Leslie confirmed his presence, and what they were talking about adds up to his own intel. They asked me to meet him at the U.S. Embassy in Beirut, but we were cut off soon after. I just hope he's alright, and he's not. B-76 is a pistol. Cool. So we captured Monitor. So both of my agents are compromised? Really? Son of a bitch. We questioned him and then we killed him. Cool. Son of a bitch. So you have to get new identities if you're exposed, otherwise traveling takes twice as long and it's very bad. So let's get a new identity. Yes. We're gonna make you, we're gonna make you British. Sure. Then I will get a new identity as a handsome Canadian. Named Thomas Thompson, apparently. So basically, if you tell me your name is up for grabs to be changed, but as long as your code name is safe, you'll always be a safe person. Analytics, infirmary. This one's actually good. I want to get this one, though. Okay. Alright, so tactical recon. 1, 2, go. We'll reveal a secret in a day. You can return to base. You can go from Aleppo. Aleppo! What is Aleppo? Alright, this one. They're going to try to kill our agent. We can't let that happen. So, we need you and you. The lady from Uncle, apparently. Triads. RAF. Interesting. Ooh, and you have proficiency with an MP5K. Nice. You're hired. You are freelance, which means you suck. You're IRA, which means you also suck. Okay. I do have AKs available for sale. Sweet. Alright. Alright, so now we can assault the facility in Beirut, but we're going to do that next time on Character Select. So, thank you very much for watching. Make sure to click that like button down below if you liked it. And, please do me a favor and let me know what your preferred agent codename is, and I will add you to the roster. So that you may get captured and possibly brainwashed and die horribly? Hopefully that doesn't happen. Maybe don't sign up, but do. It'll be great.